might kick myself. That's a bad cut, everybody. It's good. You can judge a man by his stump. So far, I'm really happy with how this is going. This saw has built compression, Dave. Just so you know, this saw has built compression since I've took delivery of it. Bucking those logs took an entire tank and stumping. You guys saw what I did with it. See, I got oil in there still, so that's good. I did end up buying two. Oh dang, that was the dumbest thing I could have done. I was trying to get a good camera angle and instead I poured stupid. I did get two of these for cheap the other day. $6.99 I think per gallon, which is good. I'm happy with this stuff. It flowed decently, I feel like, in the winter. I've never used a specific winter blend, but I feel like I said, I think it did a good job. This saw is refueled, ready to go. Let me check my teeth. I have not, I see one tooth have a little bit of a scar on it, but all the rest, I'd say 90% of them, yeah, these look good. So I don't need to sharpen this yet. All right, let's take a look at this 562. Just may as well top it off. Too much. I'm really happy with how both of these saws have performed. I'll probably follow my trees with the 562 here and buck with the 620. Reason being, this has a 20-inch bar on it. It's comfortable to use, it's lighter. I also just recently purchased a 20-inch Oregon bar, one of the Versa cuts with the aluminum core. I'm excited for that. I really do think this 562 is gonna be generally wearing a 20-inch bar. And I really do think I'll probably keep a 28 on there. It'd be nice to go light bar on this. That Oregon bar and chain working perfectly, by the way. That came off of this saw directly. No modifications needed. I do just simply have that adapter. I have 3 trees I need to take down. Right here, there's like a triangle here. Guy right here, I want to take. I'm worried about it getting caught up in the top up there. I'm gonna first take down that guy right there with the top broken out of it. I'm gonna take out that one right there with very little top in it, and then I'll cut this one. I'm hoping I can sneak that down into here okay without it getting caught up there. That would be a bad deal. If it does, what I'll do is I will cut the hinge off and let it go whatever way it needs to, because it'll already be leaning. This 562 has been refueled. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast idle it and see if it starts. Okay, so we're aiming just for the middle of these trees right here. You guys see all this rock? I don't want to cut down there. I'll also have loggers say, you're wasting board feet. Guys, these are firewood. I will buck a round off of here where I feel comfortable. Like I said, the owner likes 12 to 14-inch firewood. I'm working in a comfortable position for me. Again, I'm not a professional, but to me, it makes sense, right? Also, I'm not gonna Humboldt this. It's not important. I need to practice, by the way. I do need to practice. I should have my axe here. That would be a smart thing to do, actually. I probably need to get my axe here now. I'm not gonna question it. Because I'm questioning it, I need to get it. What my game plan is gonna be on this one is I'm gonna cut off this side. I'm gonna cut over here. I'll probably actually bore, and then I'm gonna leave holding wood back in here, okay? But I'm gonna make it so I can drive a wedge into here. The reason why I'm gonna do that is because I might have to wedge this over. I think it's standing pretty well vertically. It doesn't have any limbs hanging any direction. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and get a wedge into here seated, so that way I don't do what I did last time. Let's see how it goes. fine. Okay, let me explain my thinking. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I've bored through, I've created my hinge, created my face cut, okay? I've now eaten out wood on this side here, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around and connect those. Hopefully that wedge will hold and also keep, hopefully my lift will work. I probably should have come in more like right here, honestly. I do have time to correct that, but I've already done it. So let's just see how this works. I might kick myself. Okay, I think I'm cut up. Let's see how this goes. I got a little, I didn't take this out right here. Well, that's okay. I didn't want to cut my wedge. Okay, I could have done it more cleanly. I think we'll take this one. I don't think it'll get caught up in that. Maybe that tree might be the one that makes more sense to take, honestly. I'm gonna take this one instead. Got my good face cut. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold the back here. It should pop. I got some snags up in that one. Oh, one came down. Let's go ahead and cut this one off here. Go right there. Okay, I messed up. I came in below my hinge here. That's a bad cut, everybody. Bad cut. I can't take any more. I think I'm gonna be fine, but yep, there we go. It's good. Yep, there we go. It's good. Awesome. Let's examine my hinge. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not optimal. What it is, I didn't take my time to look. That's what happened, is I just simply didn't take my time to look. And I did come in here and I nibbled this off because I came in below this face cut here, which I've experienced big trouble before.
There it goes.
What's that thing Buckin says? You can judge a man by his stump. Well, only thing I did successfully is get the tree on the ground, okay? I came in low on my stump. This thing had a hard lane. I had to pretty much come over here and nibble. I mean, there was a tiny hinge here. I knew where I was getting close to the hinge. So I figured it would be better to undermine that and get this even than it would be to fight it. I fought that big time one time. That was a bad deal. I think that was like a post oak or something. There you go. Feel like that for firewood. This saw is freshly fueled. I'm gonna turn my idle up because I've actually had it down. My 620 could probably stand to be leaned out on the high jet of hair because of the temperature. Probably could take in the high jet just a little bit. Here, as I go, it's just a big swath of these suckers have died. I mean, I'm looking at two right here that I could cut. This one is more obvious. That one has a little bit more canopy in it. That tree right there, that burned up tree, I'm gonna cut that. It's hard for me, everybody, because I'm pretty particular. I was just told take out the bad looking ones. I'm extremely particular myself, and so I'm always thinking about what is the other person gonna think. And so that's a little bit of a challenge, because it's never good to assume that you are on the same page as someone else. Here, let me bring the camera along so you can see what I'm thinking. How I look at things is, if this thing was leafed out last year, I mean, it looks pretty rough. It certainly looks rough. I mean, there's a bunch of softwood, everything's coming off. So definitely, it's a beautiful lake view out there, everyone, by the way. You just can't see it right now because of the fog. This sits on a point. It's a gorgeous property. I'm gonna go ahead and bore cut this tree as well, because it's got a decent lean on it. I don't wanna have a barber chair, everybody. When you're cutting hardwoods like this that hold on really good, they can split up. And so what I'm gonna do is take my face cut, come in behind the hinge, bore it, leave a little bit of a hinge somewhere around that, and then exit out the back. Release my trigger, tree will fall. What if I try a Humboldt here? Let's see. Going for the end of that butt log. Let's take a look. Show you what I've got here. I decided not to do a Humboldt, because why switch it up when I'm good? So I'm gonna come in here and bore and see how it goes. Check, make sure I'm not cutting off my hinge. I've got about an inch on this side. We'll check on this side. Got about an inch. I'm gonna come to this other side here and work on a, no, I'm gonna stay on the high side. I'm just gonna go ahead and exit out the back now. The tree will fall. All right, it's down where it belongs. All right, here, so let's take a look at this hinge here. You'll be able to see this bore. All right, so I came in here across the face, I kept my hinge in good shape. This could have been a little bit better here. I don't know, actually, to be honest with you, I don't know what happened here. Maybe I cut off my hinge a little bit. I'm not sure. I don't know how that happened. It's almost like I didn't even, it's almost like I didn't cut all the way in. That's weird. But anyway, that shouldn't be like that right there. But it again though, everything's good. Came up a little bit above. I frankly don't pay attention to percentages. I'll have people that tell me, you know, you're supposed to do 30% and this and that, all this mathematics. To me, again, I'm not an expert, keep that in mind. But to me, a lot of this stuff just makes sense. I've got a lot of holding wood across here. This wood is very strong. These trees have been solid. It had a solid hard lean that way. This was a directional hinge. I bored in across here, did this, and then exited out the back. I don't have any structures here to worry about. I'm not at risk of barber chairing the tree. That's a big deal, right? Everything's going extremely well. Very happy with that 562, a wonderful saw for this. For me, I don't see the need to carry a 92cc saw or a 72cc saw for this. This saw works great, it's compact, 20-inch bar does all this stuff, no problem at all. See if we got oil here. Yep. There's oil. Take a look at my chain.